For the best prices and service on Pokemon TCG singles and products, check out ccgcastle.com and use promo code Evolutionaries-5 for 5% off your next order.
What's up, guys? And here, and today for this Deck Tech Thursday, I'm going to be showing you guys my take on the very popular, very powerful Drampa Garbodor deck. Now, this is probably one of the top decks in Standard right now, and it's also very good in Expanded as well. So, either format you're playing in, just gotta tweak it to meet the format, but all around, it's just a really, really good deck. And I'm about to show you guys my little neat version of it right now without me delaying it any further. So, I'm gonna start off here with 3 copies of Drampa GX. That's a 100 HP basic GX, normal type, so you're not gonna be hitting anything for weakness, but it's got 3 pretty cool attacks. First one for a single color is Righteous Edge 20. And you discard special energy attached to your opponent's active. Pretty good, because there's a pretty good amount of special energy in the format, so being able to discard it like that, pretty good. Now the main attack you're going to be using here is its second attack, Berserk. For 3 colors, does 80 damage, and if your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, the attack does 70 more damage. So that's 150 right there. With a choice band, you're doing 180 EXs and GXs, one-shotting most things. So really, really powerful there. And then you've got your GX attack, Big Wheel GX. You shuffle your hand to your deck, then you draw 10 cards. Really, really good to have early on, unless your opponent plays an end, and that always just stings a bit. But if they don't play end on that turn, you're pretty much set, because you're going to almost guarantee draw everything you need. Alright, and let's go look at one of his ideal partners. Got 4 copies of Little Trubbish, and along with 4 copies of Garbodor, 2 Garbotoxin, and 2 Trashalanche. Now, Trashalanche is one of the most busted attacks I've ever seen on a Pokemon. For a single Psychic, does 20 times damage for each item in your opponent's discard pile. So that damage adds up super, super quickly. And you don't really worry about the second attack acid spray. I've never seen anyone actually use it. So let's go ahead and look at Garbotoxin Garbodor. It's a bit of an older one. The ability Garbotoxin, as long as you have a tool attached to this Garbodor, all abilities everywhere are shut down, and abilities are pretty big in the format, so that's really, really annoying. It's got a little bit less HP than the attacking one, but what can you do? Also, same with the other one, you don't really focus on the attack offensive bomb. Blah. That's nothing. Nothing. And last up for my Pokemon, I'm going to be playing 3 copies of Tapu Lele GX, just because Lele is everything. Lele is the new meta. Lele is meta beyond. Yeah, I made that horrible joke. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, Lele's amazing. So that's it for the Pokemon. Nothing too fancy there. And now we're going to get into our supporter lineup. Got 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, pretty obvious stuff, along with 3 copies of N. These are going to be all your main draw supports of the deck, minus Big Wheel, of course. So yeah, really looking forward to that new Fuller, and we're going to be getting in that Best of XY box. Yeah, I'm super excited for that, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so next up here we've got 3 copies of ya boy Guzma. Guzma's just too good in Standard. Like, it's almost like the supporter in Standard. Just so good. Being able to bring up anything you need. And since most of the time you could bring up a Garbodor with a Floatstone, you just Guzma up something, switch into your active Garbodor, retreat the Garbodor for free with Floatstone into your Drampa or your Trashalanche, and just knock it out from there. So really neat little combo. Next up here, play 2 copies of Bridget, another supporter that's basically become the supporter to play, especially for Standard. Like, I remember when this card first came out and everyone's just like, it's whatever, but now, man, Bridget's amazing now. Mainly because of the fact that you get 3 basic non-EX Pokemon onto your bench, or 1 basic EX. But it says absolutely nothing for GX, so you could get 3 Drampas on your bench with a single Bridget if you wanted. Normally you want to go at least 2 Trubbish and a Drampa, or 3 Trubbish. But getting Drampa is also an option along with your Trubbishes, so that's why Bridget is amazing. Alright, next up, we also have 2 copies of Acerola. Now, Acerola is just mainly to pick up your damaged Drampas to prevent them from getting knocked out. But if need be, you can also pick up a damaged Garbodor. So let's say you've got a Trubbish and a damaged up Garbotoxin Garbodor on your bench. You can play Acerola, pick up the damaged Garbodor, and just put it back onto the Trubbish you have there and put back the Flood Stone head, and boom. You now have a healed up Garbodor all over again. So very good. I personally like Acerola, but not every single Drampa Guard plays it, so if you don't want to play Acerola, that's completely fine. I just feel it really helps out the deck. And last up for supporters, we run 1 copy of Hala. Mainly because you use Big Wheel so early on in the game that it's just worth having at least 1 Hala in here. Because you shuffle your hands to your deck and normally you just draw 4 cards. But if you've played your GX attack, you could draw 7 cards. So really, really good there. This is one of the biggest things with this deck is that you want to have the card advantage as much as possible. And there's definitely many cards here to help you do that. And that's going to be it for our supporter lineup. And now for our items. Typical stuff here. We got 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Don't really need to explain that. Got 4 copies of Floatstone. These are just for your Garbotoxins to guarantee that you're going to have something to attach to them. Because as soon as you use all the Leleys that you need to use, you want to shut down abilities like right then and there. Because there's just so many abilities that could really cause you trouble, and you just want to get those out of the way ASA now. Alright. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Choice Band. Now, this is what's going to help boost up that to that 180 with Berserk, or get that 30 you need for Knockout with Trashalanche. Overall, I think this is just an amazing, amazing card. Personally, I think this is far better than Muscle Band ever was. That's just me, though. Don't get the pitchforks and torches if you disagree. Alright. Next up, 2 Rescue Stretcher. Again, that's pretty obvious. Get a Pokemon into your hand, or shuffle 3 into the deck if you want. But you're usually just going to put 1 into your hand. Next up, we got 2 copies of Field Blower. Now, every deck runs at least 2 copies of Field Blower, but it's very important in this one because you discard tools, adding damage to your Trashalanche. So, very, very good there. And last up for items, I run 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer, just to deal with that 1 special energy your opponent was really banking on. Just be like, nope, bye-bye. No special energy for you. Not to mention, it could really put them in a bind. Alrighty. And for our stadium lineup, we just play 3 copies of Po-Town, because this helps put damage onto your bench to your Garbodors, and helping Drampa's Berserk doing so much more damage. Not to mention, pretty much every deck in Standard revolves around Evolution, so not only does it help boost up your Berserk damage, it also definitely damages your opponent's Pokemon quite a bit. Because there's a lot of Stage 2s, and if they don't get the rare candy, they have to put up to 60 damage onto that Pokemon just to get to Stage 2. So, really, really good there. And now we're going to get into our energy lineup. Got 4 basic Psychic Energy, 4 Rainbow Energy, another way to help put damage onto our bench, and 4 Double Colorless Energy. That's it, nothing too special with the energy. And with that, this completes the Drampa Garbodor deck profile. As I said, in both formats, this is just a very, very good deck overall. It's definitely been showing up many, many places, been topping many, many places. And what I just gave you guys was just kind of like a basic list of it, what you could do. But there's so many other ways you could build this deck. Like, you could definitely customize this to however you personally see fit. That's really the beautiful part about this deck. So, if you guys enjoyed this little video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And come back tomorrow to where I take on Professor K in Battle Frontier Friday. Hopefully, with this amazing competitive deck, we can even up the score just a little bit. Come on, Drampa. Don't you fail me. You better not fail me, Drampa Garb. I'm finally conforming and I'm playing a meta deck here, okay? Don't mess with me, Drampa, or you're gonna regret it. So, this has been End with the Pokemon Evolutionaries, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!